I'm supporting Michel Faulkner for Congress because he wants to see real change happen in the community. And I really believe that he understands that government has gotten too big. And he wants to really bring it back to the people.
I'm supporting Michel because after meeting him, he listened to my side of the story. Me, as somebody who's been dealing with the shelter situation in New York, being homeless, he listened to what I had to say. And he wants to bring that forward for more people to understand. I don't want a handout. I want to help out.
We are living in a time and a day in which our nation is headed in the wrong direction at an ever-increasing pace. And I'll be honest with you, I am not a politician. I'm a pastor. And I have been a pastor. I've been around the political process. I understand the way it works. But I am here as a citizen saying honestly, the time has come for citizen legislatures to take up the business of government. This nation was not built around the issues of professional politicians. It was led by scholars and farmers who would come for a season and do the bidding in Washington and do the minimum, do what needed to be done, and then go home and harvest their crops or raise their families or run their businesses.
And he's tired of politics of today where people just want to get into politics to get a name for themselves. He doesn't care about his name. He cares about the people that he represents, the families he represents.
I am running to restore faith in democracy. I am running for Congress because I believe that the people of the 15th Congressional District of New York have been robbed. They've been shortchanged. They have been cut out of the democratic process because for years they have not been offered an option. And let me tell you, this process of denying them a true option was on both sides of the aisle. It was Democrats and Republicans that were involved in that. And so this is not an issue that's about Republicans or Democrats. It's about democracy, it's about freedom, it's about justice, it's about including people that have been excluded for a long time.
I'm supporting Michel because I have known him as a person and as a professional, a minister with hardcore conservative values since 1992. He is a man of incredible integrity, character. He's also brilliant. He's a marvelous speaker, and even though he's never been in politics, he's a natural.
Well, I think he's a very, very impressive candidate, and I think it's time that we get somebody that's respectful of the will of the people and for the need to support businesses.
You don't need government to start businesses. Government can't start businesses. Government can't create sustainable jobs. That's not the role of government.
I'm supporting Michel Faulkner because he's the only candidate in the race who has a strong stance on charter schools. I mean, as we know, the 15th district in northern Manhattan has a lot of charter schools. It's like been a laboratory of experimentation with charter schools since the concept began. And I think Reverend Faulkner is the only candidate in the race who has who supports that and will put more effort into expanding the charter school system while maintaining the public school system alongside that system.
We need education. Now, America right now is ranked 17th among the 17th industrial nations in high school graduation rates. We're the last. How did that happen? Well, it didn't happen overnight. It took about a 20-year slide for us to slip to that rating. But public schools alone, without competition, without support, cannot do it by themselves. I support charter schools. Charter schools give public schools healthy competition, and they reduce the role of the union in education. The union, and I'm not against unions per se, but the union was to protect the rights of teachers. Where are the students' unions? Where are the parents' unions? We need to truly protect their rights as well, not just to protect the rights of teachers.
I'm also a student myself, and he really wants to increase education, which is vital right now in our community. It's very sad, but the education here is just decreasing rapidly. High school students are dropping out. They're not getting a college education, and in an economy like this, it's very vital that you not only have a college education, but maybe even a master's to put you ahead.
Without a high school education, you are not prepared for the workforce. In my district, in the 15th Congressional District, the estimates are that there are approximately 200,000 young people between the ages of 18 and 26 that do not have a high school diploma. The graduation rate in that area is only 20 to 25%. Those are the very same people that are involved in criminal enterprises. We take them from grade school to Rikers, while the incumbent sits there and, you know, occupies 4 rent-controlled apartments and living large and I'm sorry, is the poster child for what's broken and what's wrong in Washington.
This is a man who has integrity, who has a vision for the way America should be, that is consistent with the vision that was consistent with the way our founders started the country.
We've got to get back to the fundamentals of liberty and freedom and allowing the people to decide. The creating a government controls over every area of a citizen's life is dangerous. We cannot sustain it. We don't want that kind of America, and the only hope that we have, one of the great hopes that we have, are to elect some people that will go to Washington now and say, no, we don't. Not on my watch, not here, not today, not this time.